What's going on, guys? I hope you're all having a wonderful day. My name is Jonathan Yench, and thank you for tuning into today's video. Now, today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. If you're a returning viewer, you might be a little bit confused why I'm in the kitchen, seeing as I've never made any kind of cooking related videos in the past. But that's going to change today because I'm about to show you a super delicious, super healthy, and super easy recipe that I just found that I am really stoked about. Earlier last week, I went on a 4-day camping trip, and while planning for the trip, I knew that we were gonna be doing a lot of hiking, so I had to figure out some good snacks to bring with me on the trail. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sick and tired of loading up on Cliff Bars and whatever other junk bars they have at the store. Because although they do taste pretty good, to be honest, after about the 10th bar, you just get sick and tired of it. And also it makes sense to make things at home because you know that you're getting quality ingredients and it's just less processed. So it's gonna be healthier in general. So after doing a little bit of research on the internet, I came across this recipe for trail mix bliss balls, they're called, on the website. And I found this recipe on the blog Fresh Off the Grid, I believe it's called. If you're interested, I could leave it linked below. So yes, this isn't an original recipe. I did not create this recipe, and in fact, I don't think that the website that I found them on created it either, because it seems to be kind of all over the internet on places like Pinterest and Instagram and things like that. Anyways, not only are these bars extremely delicious and extremely nutritious, but they're also really easy to make. They require almost no time, and they're very customizable as well. Now, these are completely 100% plant-based, as you will see in the ingredients, so they do make a very good option for hiking food or camping food for someone like me who happens to be vegan. Anyways, let's just get right into the recipe and I'll show you guys how you can make your very own trail mix bliss balls. Bliss balls. Most of the ingredients I'm using can be easily swapped out for other similar ingredients to your liking. These are just the ones I happen to have on hand. You're gonna want to have about 10 medjool dates, a 1/4 cup of cashews, or another nut would probably work just fine here, some pumpkin seeds or pepitas, dried cranberries, chia seeds, and some coconut flakes. The first thing you're going to want to do is fill up a bowl of water so you could soak the dates in it. Go ahead and pit the dates one by one if they're not already pitted, and then drop them in the water because we're going to let them soak here for about 10 minutes. Take out your food processor while the dates are soaking. If you don't have a food processor, a blender should work just fine. Measure out a 1/4 cup of cashews and put it in the food processor or blender. Once the dates are done soaking, drain the bowl and toss those in as well. Blitz everything together for a good while until you have a nice dough-like consistency. Don't be afraid to stop midway and scrape the sides of the food processor. Once you have achieved this dough-like consistency, you're ready for the next step. Now you're going to be spreading your toppings on a flat surface. The recipe I used called for exact measurements, but you can probably just eyeball how much you're going to need. You can always add more later if needed. Once that is all set up, it's time to scoop a clump of your dough and begin to knead the other ingredients in by pressing the dough on top of them and rolling it around. It's going to be very sticky and stick to your hands. It is primarily dates after all. When you think you have enough ingredients, finish rolling into a ball and place it into your airtight container. I sprinkled the coconut at the end here, but you could have easily added it in with the rest of the toppings. It might also be really good if you threw them in the food processor at the beginning. Now they're ready to hang out in the fridge until your next adventure. And yeah, that's all there is to it, guys. You just let them chill out in the fridge until it's time to go on the hike, load them into a Ziploc, and you're good to go. I actually have some that I made earlier that are already done, so I could show you what the finished product looks like. Hopefully that's focusing. It might not be. I don't know. Anyways. So good. Thanks again for tuning in to the video, guys. That's it for me. I hope you go ahead and make some of these on your own so you can see just how good they are and how easy. Remember, you could swap any of the ingredients that I used out for the most part. You want to keep the dates, but other than that, do with the recipe what you will. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next video.